everybody, I'm back again, and it's been a while, I know. So when last I left you, I said I was going to be uploading a video. Instead, I recorded a bunch of videos and then deleted them because it was too much. I was worried about this. It just is too much. Leading into the rest of the video I'm going to be talking about. But this one is me just saying, yeah, that didn't happen, and I'm sorry that I even mentioned that there was going to be a video being uploaded, because that just didn't happen, as you can very well see. They always tell you never to make promises when things aren't pretty much a guarantee. Don't make the promises on social media or that sort of thing unless you have it. It's literally clicking the button and it's going to go live. That goes right with any podcasts, any blog entries, that sort of thing. Never do that. So, which ties into me saying that I'm not going to be, it's just going to be sporadic from now on, unless I can go for like 6 months or longer. And even then, that's not a guarantee, because there will be times where I'll need to take time off. So I can't guarantee any form of schedule right now. I just can't. I'm sorry. But having said that, I will lead into the rest of the video. Alrighty. And it might be a while again before the next video, but I am just sort of, as I've always said, this is kind of me documenting it mostly for myself and for anybody else who wants to go and just sort of take a peek into what I'm doing. Right now, I have another book that's being released at the end of, most of it's being released at the end of April. It's already live at Barnes & Noble, but don't download it there because I have to fix that. Yeah, lesson learned there. Don't do pre-orders for paperbacks on Barnes & Noble because it won't work properly. And if you have to make any changes, like whatever you put in there for the pre-order, that's that. Or at least that's what I'm going through right now. Like, that's what happened. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen with everybody, but that's what happened with me. So this is to say it's been one cluster of a book launch is putting it mildly. It's just been one thing after another with this book. And it's not even like, I'd say that out of all the different kinds of levels, it's not an A-level book. It's not, I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad book per se, but it's an okay book. It's a decent book. I like it. But there's like flagship books that I'm gonna agonize over. And this one is not one of those. But that's neither here nor there, because that's not even why I'm making this video today. I'm making this video today because I was watching Sarah Cannon, and she's doing a writer reset. And she's talking about how she was just taking time to reset herself creatively. And I thought to myself, well, funny thing is that I'd already said to my accountability partner that I need to step back for a little bit and just do some creative stuff. Never mind the fact that I have an art show coming up in May, and then a month after that I have a convention that I am going to, a one-day convention, and I need to have things done for both of those. I have nothing done. I mean, I can use existing work for both events, but I would like to have at least one thing new for each event, which means I need to settle down and work. But it's it's artwork. It has nothing to do with writing, which means I have to shift my creative like thought process, which I have been doing, but it's just a big shift and a lot of pressure to get that done. But I guess it's good in a way because I just need to focus on my own creative stuff right now. And then I can go back into working on publishing more of my dad's books. And yeah, I mean, it's always been this kind of battle with me. It's just, and I think it's going to continue on being that way, but I just need to take some time, and I wanted to do some of my own writing as well. Like, it's really huge for me. So basically I have 3 goals for the next little while, and that is artwork for the art show, comics for the convention, and my own writing, which will eventually be published, but that has so much more to do because I have to take it to an editor because I'm not editing my own work. I mean, yes, I'm editing my own work, but I'm not the final editor of my own work. So it needs to take way more time, and it has to go through a lot more processes. And I have to have something finished. I don't have to, but I just keep on having more ideas that I'm not actually taking right to the end. I have a bunch of stuff at different levels of completion, a bunch of manuscripts at different levels of completion. And I would like to have one of them, they'll be ready when they're ready, but they're taking so long to get done because I'm working on so many different things all at once, which is always a bad thing. But if I sit on one thing, I think part of it is that it just needs time I need to work on it for a bit, take time off of it, let it sit, let it sit and rest, and let me think about it, and then go back to it. The trick is not to go away from it for too long so that you forget what you're doing, which is where in the notebooks and leaving myself notes as to where I left off and leaving detailed notes, which has been a problem that I've had in the past with not leaving myself detailed enough notes to figure out where I'd left off. Because I just leave you left off on this page, but then what were you thinking while you're looking at this page? What did you wanted to glean from the page? That sort of thing. That's all missing from my notes, which needs to be in there. Yes, learning process, I guess. But yeah, and it hadn't really sunk into me that I just need to take the time to step back and just let myself create and let it be however it is. I'm gonna go through her writer reset step by step again, because I think she had some really good points that will help me break down what I need to do and what I need to focus on for goals and stuff. I'm really happy about that because I think it's something I needed to hear at the right time. I need to just touch on a bunch of creative projects, and if I throw myself into them, then I get them done. And if I don't, if I'm not working on that one, if I'm not working on one thing, then I'll work on a different project until I get something done. Again, this is not an ideal thing, but this is where I am right now, because the act of creating is the most important thing for me right now, to get back into working for myself, working on what's challenging me creatively. Yeah. Which, I don't know. but I just have to sit down and work on stuff. However, and what in doing that, I did get myself some really cool art paper that I'm playing around with in order to get the hang of get some ideas for working with some black watercolor paper. See, that's an example. And then I have 2 comics that I'm working on. I can scan in stuff and then start working on digitally inking them and coloring them. Yeah. So, I mean, all these things have different levels of like energy for me, like creative energy for me. So I can work on a lot of the lower end creative stuff and then take time when I'm able to work on the higher end stuff, which some of it is easier for me to work with than others. I think it sounds like from what I can see from the YouTube community, there's a lot of people who are feeling the effects of burnout and a lot of stress. Some of it's financial because of the way the economy, the global economy is right now. And for me, when I'm feeling like that, I like to retreat back into my art, all of my arts. It's always been a source of comfort for me. And I think I just need to find the comfort and the joy of it. And it's not gonna be hard because I just have to get into the right thing. Because I love inking, I love penciling, which is one of the reasons why I love doing my morning sketches, because it's all ink based. And so I have a lot of fun just doing that. My only regret is I'm not doing more of it. So that might be something I work on later. Yeah, so now I'm just rambling, and yeah, the video doesn't need to be any longer than it is right now. Have you ever had any problems with have you ever needed to take a step back and do a creative reset? If so, just comment, and yeah, just leave a message in the comments below, and I will talk to you all again later. I'm not really sure when this is going to be because my videos are going to be sporadic until who knows, because I just need to be able to put them up sporadically. I can't stick to a schedule right now. That's just the way it is. Once I am able to, I'll get back into posting regularly, but until then, I will talk to you when I talk to you. So, have a good night.